Alright guys, what's going on? This is my very first 2014 Sylvan deck profile. I just started playing Sylvans and I played them for quite some time, enough to know how to play them and what to display and what to profile. So without further ado, we're going to get to the profile. Let's start up with the monsters first. Obviously you can see Spore there, so it's going to be the very first one. So Spore makes plays happen, make your synchro plays, and very flexible. You can keep bringing them back with P's. You can especially summon him by banishing a plant type monster that becomes that level. Very good to have. Blaster, Ruler. Hate this card. I hate all the rulers. I just want to burn this card, but unfortunately I have to run it because it's just too good. Discarding this or Hermitry to pop anything on the field to get one thing out of the way. You can handle everything else. You can revive them by banishing your Hermitry and Shroon or two Shroons or Shroon or Hermitry, just depending on whatever you want to have. And not to mention if you have any Exceeds that are fire or Synchros. Very good. Then you have your, obviously, your like searcher of the deck, pretty much besides everything else. You have your Lone Fires, especially when your guys out to the field. Soul Charge plays, OP, gotta run too. Then you have, I ran 3 Rose Archers in my last one. I didn't put it up, cut it to 2. 2 is fine. You have a lot of things that you need to run, but 2 is fine. Don't need 3. My personal tech of the deck only have one of these. Fallen Angel of the Roses, very good in this deck. She can only be special summon by returning one face-up plant type monster you control to your hand, especially on the field. Whenever she leaves the field, banish it. So if you overlay, she can go to the graveyard, which is kind of broken. So you can fertilize her back, return special, then return and special. It's kind of broken. Like you return one like a plant type monster with multiples. It's a plant type monster, 2400 attack, 13 defense. Sorry, this is on my tablet. But most importantly, it is a plant type monster and it is a rank 7. Therefore, you can make your array of plays, Draco Sight, Big Eye, Master of Blades. Very good. You can also use this for the rare setups and Hermitry. It's pretty good. Very good. That card's awesome. And then I haven't got these yet. 2 Curry Bandits. I won't be getting these until next month to see where they're going to get hit in the list. So that's why I don't have these yet. It's the only reason why I haven't got these yet, because I don't want to buy too many or too few, and then I have to buy some more. But that's the non-portion part of the Sylvan deck. Now we're going to get into the Sylvan deck, actually. So start off with our Sylvans. We're going to have 1 Chirp Sprout. This was not in my other build, my first profile, but I put it in because it's another target for for excavating and stuff like that. And especially some of the Princess Sprout a lot faster than normal. So, or you can search yourself out, or you can search IPs. It just depends on what's going on, but gotta run the 1 Cherub Sprout. Then we run 2 Flower Knights. Mainly because the 800 beater on the stick. And then you can also, when you excavate it, you get to get 1 Sylvan card from your deck and place it on top of your deck. So, Stacker. For rare plays. You can actually run Redox in here, but I'm making it ruler based. Next, we have our 3 Sequoia, our recyclable, pretty much get our charities and Sylvan blessings and all kind of stuff back. So, it's our 7-star. Oh, you can run Tempest in here too, Jesus. Yeah, you can run Dragon Lord Sylvans, but I don't really recommend it. But you're rank 7. Whenever you excavate this card, you get a Sylvan Spell Trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you excavate a Sylvan monster at in battle, you can chain this, especially from your hand, so it can make plays happen. You can chain this and then return a Sylvan monster, especially summon Fallen Image of the Roses, and go into your Draco Psycho Big Eye play area. It's pretty good. Next, for your draw power of the deck, you have your 3 Hermitries. Make your draw power when you excavate a plant type monster. When you excavate a plant type monster, you draw a card. When this is excavated, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them in any order. So you can keep making up plays and stuff like that. 2700 beater, rank 8-star. That's how you make your Felgrand, your giant puppet grinder, the protector, and Sun Dragon, all that good stuff. Now for our Monster Reborn that are monster based, your 3 Ps. When this card is summoned, you can excavate the top card of your deck. When this is excavated, you get to get a plant type monster level 4 lower, so normally you'll get back Lone Fire Blossom and then get something that's bigger, or you would get back Princess Sprout. If you have a Hermit in the field, you haven't excavated with it yet, or you would get Flower Knight. It just depends on what the situation may be. Or you can get anything. Return Special Falling into the Roses, so it's pretty good. Now pretty much your other Courier Bandits in the deck. You have your 3 Shrooms. This is your other Courier Bandit of the deck, obviously. Excavates, and this is different though. You don't get any spell cards out of it, but you don't lose any special trap cards either. You just get your Excavate effects. 2,000 defense, so far a top monster. And then we have 3 copies of Martial Leaf. The guy, this one pops monsters on the field. When it's excavated, when this card is normal summoned, you can excavate 1 or 2. So it's pretty good. And I forgot to mention Cherub Sprout. Whenever it's special summoned, you get the card number 1 through 2 and excavate that many. I apologize about that. But he's when he's normal summon. And he's water, so he can be a title target, which is kind of hilarious. And then to run out the Sylvan monsters, you have 3 Princess Sprout. Normally only run 2. But I like to see stuff, so when this card is when you trigger summon, you can excavate the top card of your deck. Then put any Sprout monster back on top, so you can put Cherub Sprout or this back, and then you can excavate with Hermitry, make it a rank 8 or a 7 or whatever that you need to go into. It's pretty good. And it's the monsters. We're gonna go with the traps because the traps are pretty short. I run I believe 8 traps in the deck, so you run 1 Trencher Tribute. No warning in the deck. You don't really need warning in this deck. Trenchel, I like it a lot because Filigree plays and other stuff. 2 Finish Chain. Rather have Breakthrough skill, but depending on what the situation is, this can be very, very crucial. For the sweepers, you run 2 mirrors. I consider running 3, but 2 is fine in Sylvans. And then for your reborns, you have 3 Call of the Hunted. I know you have Soul Charge. I know you have Fertilizer, but the list is coming, so I don't know. Soul Charge is going to get to 1 most likely, but I'm running this to make more combos that my deck happens. Because if I don't really have anything to do, Call of the Hunted can give me that that extra phase that I need. And I'm gonna go into the spells. So yeah, we have 2 Soul Charges, only 2. Don't need 3 because it's gonna get hit, and I prefer not to run stuff that are 3s in my deck because I really don't even need this that much. 1 actually gets the job done, but I want to see it, so you run 2. I do main 2 spaces. You really aren't supposed to, but like. Even in a 40 card deck, you won't excavate Shroom all the time unless you set up for it. So I kind of rather just MST and just let my plays go from there. Then I run 3 copies of Forbidden Lance because you don't really need traps in the deck. You go off a lot, and you need to be able to attack your area. And then if you have a Filigree in the field, you can protect yourself by its own effect, and then protect Araya from Lance. I've done that so many times I can't even count. But I love 3 Lances, and you can always use as a combat spell too, to protect. Now you run 3 copies of Soap and Charity. Your draw power, your Grateful Charity for the deck. Different things you don't discard, you stack, so you can set up your plays a lot better. Very, very good. You need to run 3. If you're running 2, you shouldn't just play the deck. My preference is to run 3 Sylvania. I don't like running Terraformer in this deck. Just max out on Sylvanias. I mean, you really don't need to run 2. You need to see this field spell whenever it's possible. And then turn out the spells, you have your 3 copies of Fertilizer. So, you're running 3 Call of the Hunted, 3 of these, and 2 Soul Charge. Soul Charge is going to be going down to 1 pretty soon, so I'm probably going to put DDR in this deck. So you can have out a Book of Moon, but, you have 3 Call of the Hunted, 3 of this. This is infinite, though. So, and 3 Cherub Sprout to get your plays going. So that's the deck profile as far as the main deck. Now, I have a lot of cards in my extra deck, and I really don't know what I want to run. This is going to happen in every video that I make, but these are the choices, and my decision-making processes. The decision-making process behind everything. So, turn it up. We have 2 copies of Splendid Rose. Cards just broke. Yeah, mine's a little damaged. I got these from somebody, but I'm planning on getting newer ones. But if you don't know what she does, she's generic. Pretty much during your battle phase, you can pretty much banish 1 Panther monster from your graveyard and half a face-up a face-up monster on the field and attack over it. And then in the same battle phase, you can repeat that. So you're banishing 2 plants to have 2 things, swing. So you're getting over a lot of stuff with her, and I feel that should be wonderful. And I'm doing synchros different. I'm just leave them all on here. I feel that should be wonderful. 1 copy of Black Red's Dragon to nuke the field if you need to. 1 copy of Ancient Pixie Dragon. If you don't know what this card does, you're an idiot. Because whenever you resolve a field spell card, you draw a card. So if they pop a Sylvania and you get another one, you draw a card. And then once per turn, you can pop 1 face-up monster on the field. That's every turn. So if you protect your Ancient Pixie Dragon, you're just getting destruction for days. I mean, I know that's not really good against your dolls and stuff like that, but I guess the Tellarknights, you can get their Death Thrust off the field. I know they'll get their other effect, but I mean, you can combo that with Trollgrand. So, it's a lot of things you can do. I like it a lot. Third of the Archfiend, I like this card. I mean, overall, a lot of stuff in the format targets, so he would just be a nice brigade to go into. Then you have the Stardust Brigade, you have Stardust Dragon, and then you have Stardust Spark. Mainly you go Spark, but Dragon's still good to have around. You have Mistworm. You can actually make Mistworm in this deck. I mean, extra decks are not running it because Array already does that, but sometimes you can just go into this and still make Array. That's how retarded the deck is. 1 Leo, and then 1 Star Eater. That runs off the Synchro, so then we're going to go into the Exceeds. 1 copy of Alucard to pop face down monsters or spells or traps. 1 Mega Equip Engineer to save Araya mainly, or to save itself. 1 copy of Fortune Tune, because I like to see my Peacekeepers back into the deck and not all in the graveyard. So I can keep excavating and keep monster reborning stuff and keep going to super plays. And it also protects you from 3 attacks because it came with targeted. So it's like, oh yeah, you have to attack it 3 times and, get your life points really good. Then we have 2 copies of Araya. Gotta have 2 copies of Araya. 2 copies of Felgrand. 2 copies of the Protector. And then 1 Sun Dragon, and then 1 Puppet Grinder. And that is the extra deck. And just to end it off, I have Titanial. I finally have all the princesses. This is the only one I was missing, and so, But that is my Sylvan profile, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.